What's going on, Smokers Club? This is your host, Enrique. It is Saturday, June 25th, 2022. What are we going to talk about today in the crypto market today, guys? We're going to talk about Executive Order 14067, signed specifically by the President of the United States, Biden. Well, if you guys haven't read this, I suggest you guys go check it out. By the authority vested in the President, by the Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, is hereby ordering as follows. Section 1, Policy. Advance in digital and distributing ledger technology for financial services have led for the dramatic growth in market for digital assets with profound implications for the protection of consumers, investors, and businesses, including data privacy and security, financial stability and systematic risk, crime, national security, the ability to exercise human rights, financial inclusion and equality, and energy demand and climate change. In November 2021, non-state issued digital assets reached a combined market capitalization of $3 trillion, up from the approximately $14 billion. I got into the market when it was at $300 billion. In early November 2016, monetary authorities globally are also exploring, in some cases, introducing central bank digital assets, also known as CBDCs. Overall, they're planning for this, guys. This is not something that has not been thought about. If you do your research, you'll find out Xrp was created way back in 2004. And overall, we already know where this market is going to be heading in the future. It's going to be one big ecosystem, pretty much control and consumers and pretty much data consumption and pretty much acknowledging everything that you do. No more underneath the table transactions. All that stuff will be cut out due to the blockchain technology, which I'm trying to inform you guys about today. Because overall, nobody wants to be in this system. But overall, this is the world that we're living in, and we got to embrace what's coming and take advantage of the time of what it is right now, because you're getting cents on the dollar, and the future is looking bright for the people that are actually investing into the crypto market. Because if you're not, I don't know what you guys are doing. Got your head up your ass, or you're pretty much getting distracted, especially right now after they just overturned Roe versus Wade, which is something I don't want to talk about on this channel. But overall, it is what it is. And if you see the riots that are going out there, especially when the Supreme Court passed the law, well, to self-carry your guns now. So if you can see the plot, guys, they're pretty much setting this all up for demise. It's divide and conquer. They don't really care about us. They sent $40 billion to Ukraine while our people here are suffering. You know how much things we could have fixed in the United States with that $40 billion? Infrastructure is falling. Just look at Detroit. Just look at the history. Because those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. Let me say that one more time. Those who do not know history are doomed to repeat it. Overall, I've been doing research on history. That's how I make my investments. And overall, I look at a deeper fact that some people tend to look at it as a conspiracy. But overall, I've done my research, and I suggest you guys do your research on all these things that are happening in this world today, and make sure you are not one-sided, because you need to take information from the left, information from the right, and cross-reference everything and come up with your own opinion, and take that for consideration, because they're pretty much setting this all up to be, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about it. But overall, I'm doing my best to keep you guys informed. That's what the Smoker channel was created for. And overall, our main asset that we're holding right now is XRP, because overall, you can't beat it. 1/1000th of a penny, and it settles in 4 seconds. And so many banks already linked up with XRP and Ripple, and hopefully this case gets settled very soon, because the Flare network is supposedly going to get launched on July 5th next month, but who knows? I mean, it was supposed to be launched in December of 2020, but the delay. So overall, it's one big chessboard. You just got to figure out what pieces are being moved and how you can look at it from a different perspective, because overall, it's really sad. I mean, overall, I care about people, because I'm supposed to sharpen iron, sharpens iron. I like to keep people informed about taking care of your nutrition, because that's the main thing that you should be focusing on before you get into investments. Because what's the point if you're going to invest into something and then later on down the line you're going to get cancer and die? Because overall, I'm dealing with a situation like that right now, because I didn't take care of my health growing up, and genetically modified food is the worst thing you can eat. So take that shit off your diet if you guys want to get healthy, and just eat some vegetables, eat some organic chicken, keep yourself drinking some good Kangen water, because that's the only water that I drink, and it's highly recommended that you guys go buy yourself a Kangen machine. You'll see links in my bio. Also, I like to take some Neolife. It's some great products. I mean, it's backed by science. It's whole grain, whole foods, and also it's been published in the peer public journal, and also it has a pharmaceutical license. So check out Neolife. I mean, I've been giving my brothers some salmon oil, and overall right now, if you know the epidemic that's going on here in the United States, I got 3 older brothers, and I'm the youngest of the 4, and the 3 oldest ones are on that methamphetamine, which is trash, and I don't know how this got to where it is today, but I'm trying to reverse it. And overall, I've been giving my brother salmon oil, because he's talking to himself, and so far so good. He's getting back little by little, because we're being intoxicated, guys. There's a war for your mind, and overall, we need to stay on our guard. So back to executive order. What is it? 14067. Their objective, the principal policy objective of the United States with respect to the digital assets are the following. You must protect consumers, investors, and businesses in the United States. The unique and varied features of digital assets can pose significant financial risks to consumers and investors and businesses if appropriate protections are not in place. In absence of sufficient oversight and standards, firms providing digital assets services and provider inequities, protection from sensitive financial data, custodians, and other arrangements related to consumer assets and funds that disclose or risks associated with investments. Cybersecurity. The market failure of major digital assets exchanges and trading platforms have resulted in billions of dollars losses. But, I mean, that's why we're waiting on XRP and regulations to kick in, because I believe XRP will bring regulations to the market after this case is finally settled, for crying out loud, because us XRP investors are getting really, really, really tired. I know a friend that's been holding XRP for around 3 years. She wants to sell her XRP. I'm like, nope, don't sell it. Hold that shit. Do not sell your XRP. Do not sell any of your digital assets. We're still early in the game, guys. When we look at a digital asset, we look at how it has utility, especially like VeChain. VeChain is another big holding of mine. It's actually bigger than XRP, because I got into VeChain when it was less than a penny. I own around 400,000 VeChains, so I'm hoping it goes to $1, and that'll make me a really, really happy, so I can buy some land, get my family out of the city, because you don't want to be in the city for too long, guys, because I see something coming, and living in the city is not the place where you want to be when the riots starts coming to your town, because overall, people are getting tired of paying these high gas prices. People are getting tired of working 2 jobs just to survive. Because if you do history, back in the 70s, well, I believe in the late 70s, you could have bought a house working a minimum wage job. Now you can't. It's just our money's losing value, guys. So that's why I like to tell you about the 1971 when Nixon took the dollar off the gold standard. That was a big factor in why the market is today. And the dollar is just dying. Just go look at the U.S. debt. Went up $7 trillion in the past 2 years. And it's at $30 trillion. Like, who do we owe money to? I don't know. I thought we owned the petrodollar. Like, if it was me and I had an army with me, I'll go take out that Federal Reserve. Because who are these people? They ain't got the power like we do. We shouldn't be in this position right now. Like, imagine if people kept their seeds that they ate from fruits and vegetables and planted that shit. You know how much fruits and vegetables we would have. So that's why I tell people, don't throw away your seeds and your fruits and vegetables, guys. I mean, don't throw them in the trash. Come on, just throw them outside so you can, feed a homeless person. Come on, guys. Look out in the city. Do you see them ever planting fruit trees? They do not. Why? Because this is all one big system. Look at the retail stores. When they throw away all their produce, they rather throw it away instead of giving it to the homeless, or especially empowering one another. I mean, things like this shouldn't be happening here in America, guys. We're just so distracted and we're so divided. It's really, really not looking good for us, because I believe there's an enemy out there and he's pretty much planning the fall of America. I mean, I don't know if you guys read anything about Mystery Babylon, but yeah, I think America might be it. But let's not talk conspiracy theories on this channel. But yeah, I just want to keep you guys informed, tell you guys about stuff. And this is what the Smoker Club's about. But hold that XRP, guys. We're getting closer and closer. Do not sell. I understand you might be in a shitty situation and that asset is your only financial money that you have. Then I guess you got to sell, because you never should have bought. You should have DCA, because when I buy assets, I make sure that I'm taken care of and I'm not going to starve to death, because I like to plan ahead. And I'm planning ahead for the next 5 years, because I know digital assets will be the future. And I hope you guys hold your crypto and don't buy any of those meme coins. I mean, there are some coins with utility. I mean, look into those ones. Make sure you cross-reference it and make sure it actually is going to have a plan on how it's going to implement utility. Because, like I said, there's this one NFT that I'm really into, and I'm thinking, because it's sold out in 10 days, I'm going to hold that shit. And with the holding it, you can stake it. And when you stake it, you get tokens, and with those tokens you can buy comic books, you can buy merchandise on their website. So that's a coin with utility, and overall it's going to be a great project. You guys should look into it. It's called Zombie Apes, and there's zombie zebras. They're both linked together, and you got zombie comics. So I think it's a great project, and I'm following the community. I'm a part of the community. I own a 1-for-1, which was a good investment for me, because guy was selling it for cheap because he had paper hands. And, I'm looking down the line. I'm seeing what it potentially can be. And the metaverse is going to be a big thing, guys. Not for me particularly, because I'm not going to wear a headset and live in my living room, being in a place that VR gets you dizzy. For me it does, but I'm not going to be doing that, guys. I like real shit. I'm not going to follow what that dude Charles Schwab said, you'll own nothing and you'll be happy, because that's what he meant the metaverse, because you ain't gonna own shit in the physical world, but you'll own a whole bunch of digital assets that so and so, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's enough for today, guys. Y'all have a great weekend and stay cool, guys. Smoke a bowl, relax. You know what I mean? I like to smoke my cannabis. It's the only thing that makes me sleep and not focus on the bullshit. But don't overdo it, guys. I don't drink alcohol. I think alcohol has been, if you do your research, you'll find out that the stuff that they make the alcohol with has been sprayed with pesticides. I know specifically where I get my cannabis from. It's grown from a local grower, and it's all organic because that's all I fuck with. I recommend you guys only get organic. Do your research. There's this documentary on YouTube. Check it out. It's called Seeds of Death. It's pretty much informing you about genetically modified foods. They did a study on the 3 rats. Check it out, guys. It's gonna blow your mind. And also there's another documentary, you guys should check it out. I mean, it's about Bitcoin and the dollar and what is a currency, especially if you know how the first dollar was ever put into existence, because it was from a goldsmith, and that's how fiat came into existence. But now there is no goldsmith with gold to back up that dollar. So that's why I tell you guys, get the fuck out the dollar, because that shit's trash. And it's only going to get worse and worse because they printed the shit out of it. And look at Rome, look at China, look at history. It repeats itself. But until next time, guys, y'all have a great day. Have a great night. This is your host, Enrique. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that type of stuff. Helps with the algorithm. I'm trying to increase my views on my channel so I can build another source of income and keep you guys informed. And hopefully soon we'll see you guys again, and have a great night. Peace.